Hello there and welcome back to my channel. Today I bring you a very special Christmas edition of the Artist 13.3 Pro by XP Pen. And they came in contact with me after I reviewed the Deco Mini 7 to tell me they had this special Christmas package, and I thought this edition was so lovely that I wanted to show it to you. And as always, I've received this tablet for free, but my opinions are just what it is. I mean, I'm telling you what I think and showing you what's inside. And I also have this reviewed on my blog, so if you'd rather have it on reading format, or if you want to save it for later to just read the specifications better or anything, I'll have it down in the description below. First of all, as always with my tablet reviews, you will be seeing an unboxing of the tablet and then a little clip of me using it, a time lapse of a piece. Hi, sorry for the interruption. I'm just here editing and I realized that I didn't let you know that I'm hosting a huge sale on my shop. I'm gonna have it linked down below, but I'm hosting a sale with 20% off. It's been up all week, but now I'm also upgrading it to free shipping in purchases above €15. That is more or less about $18–19. So if you want to grab anything from my shop, I've listed a bunch of originals and prints that I have laying around that I would rather someone give them a new home instead of them archived in there with my older drawings. So if you want anything, I have stickers, I have originals, prints, and I also have my enamel pin, and everything is on sale. And I have a bunch of bundles that are actually to hopefully help you save if you want to snag more than one thing. Head up to my shop if you want anything, I would really appreciate it. And that's the end of the interruption. So let's start, while you see the unboxing of the tablet, with talking a bit about what's inside of this lovely edition. So as you can see, the package is lovely. It's this red box with a lot of bright colors, so just the package itself already looks like a Christmas gift. And it was lovely to open it because it was just like opening a gift. So I'm gonna be telling you what's inside, including both what will be normally on a Artist 13.3 Pro package and what are the goodies in the special edition. Usually inside a normal package of the Artist 13.3 Pro, you will find the tablet itself. You will find a stand that allows you to put the tablet in a 20-degree more or less angle. Then you'll find the cables, the adapters to different countries, a drawing glove, and then the pen on this sleek black case that also contains the 8 replacement nibs. And one of the sides of this case is also a pen holder. Usually it also comes with a cleaning cloth. You know, as you can see, the normal edition already brings a few extra goodies that some tablets won't, like the cleaning cloth and the drawing glove and the stand, which is really cool. And now into the goodies of the Christmas edition. You will find a huge poster. I don't know exactly the size of the poster. It's really big. It's lovely. I didn't know the artist before, but I searched for her thanks to the signature on the poster, and I'm gonna put the tag of her Instagram around here now. It's a lovely poster. The colors are so bright and lovely, and it's really good quality. Next up we have the shortcut sticker sheet, and this actually made me so happy when I opened the package, because back when I received the Artist 12 Pro and I had been using it for a while, I always kept forgetting where I put on my shortcuts because I didn't use it all the time. I will use it from time to time and I will forget where my shortcuts were. So when I saw this, I was like really happy. I could actually have stickers on the button so I know how I set them up. It comes with 2 different shades. One is the one that you can see in the video, because I actually discovered the other one later on. You will see a little clip of me putting the stickers on while I set up the shortcuts, and I think there I show the second sheet, which is completely blank, just with the blank stickers where you can paint on. So the blue stickers are kind of plasticky. They seem a bit better quality, but you know, the other ones are to draw in, so they have to be paper. So of course the material is slightly different and probably the paper holds up a bit worse than the plastic, but still is really practical because there is a huge range of icons of shortcuts in the blue, but I still had to use one of the others because I couldn't find a shortcut that kind of fit with my needs. So if you have special shortcuts of some sorts, and I know some artists do because they have some presets or something, this is really useful. Next up we have a puzzle, and I was really surprised by it. It's really cute and lovely. It has a beautiful colors. I still yet have to put it together. I love puzzles. I've been so busy I haven't been able to put it together, but I will. And the colors seemed really good. I opened to see the pieces and everything, and it seems good quality, seems a lot of fun. So I will try to do it later. And it is a phoenix, the XP Pen mascot, and it's kind of surfing. I don't know, it's just a lovely picture, full of colors and full of details. So I'm pretty sure you will have fun if you try to put together this puzzle. And lastly, I'm not showing this in the video because I found out about it afterwards. You can download a bunch of coloring pages, line work sketches and such from the XP Pen webpage after you buy this. So you can download them and color them to test out your tablet. And all of these drawings are from popular digital artists, so I'm pretty sure if you're into the digital art world, you will find something that fits your taste. I've seen a few pics and they're all lovely. As you can see, it comes with a bunch of cool goodies. I find them both practical and entertaining. For example, the puzzle is more of an entertaining side, especially if you're gifting it to someone. And for example, the shortcuts, I found them really useful. It sounds like a very simple thing, but it is really useful in enhancing your workflow. So I was happy about that. This edition is thought to be a gift. So if you're planning on gifting this to someone, I'm pretty sure they will be pleased with finding all the goodies, because unboxing a tablet is already a very fun experience, so just imagine if you also have extra gifts and extra goodies in the tablet. I must say I'm not going too much into the details in this tablet because I already reviewed the Artist 12 Pro a while back, and this is the same model, it just changes the size. So I'm gonna show you a couple of pictures I took comparing them, and you will see the difference is just the size, that they look exactly the same, but as you can see there is a bit of a difference. I mean, it's not a huge difference because this is actually the next size of the Artist 12 Pro, but I feel like the size of this screen is more or less the size of the other tablet. So if you're looking for something slightly bigger, I think this one is better. I found the other one really practical for traveling and for carrying around with you in case you move around a lot and you have to work when you move around. And the other one, it was really practical because it fit in a backpack and it doesn't have a huge amount of cables. It has some, but you know, the typical. It was practical to work with a laptop or in a bed and a couch and everything. This one is still practical to carry around, but it is a bit bigger, so it also is a bit heavier. I find this all a matter of preferences. I think some artists even prefer smaller tablets, so whatever you feel like is best. I just wanted to show you the bit of a difference in case you were trying to choose between the Artist 12 and the Artist 13.3 Pro. So let's talk quickly about the characteristics of the tablet. I'm just gonna quote you the information and then I'm gonna talk a bit about the pros and cons I found about this tablet. I've already used the Artist 12 Pro for a bit, so I can kind of give you a bit more insight into the pros and cons. So the tablet has a resolution of 1920 per 1080 pixels, and it comes with a replaceable anti-glare film. Honestly, I've had an Artist 12 for a year and it isn't scratched, it is still in perfect condition. The colors of the screen, I'm not gonna tell you the exact percentage and everything because you can check that in the specifications of the tablet and I can't explain them properly, but I know for what I've read that this means the tablet has a really high color coverage. The colors look really real and vivid, so that's a really cool thing about this tablet. The colors look really great. The tablet is supposed to have nearly no parallax, and as you know, parallax sometimes occurs for different reasons. It's like this delay when you move your hand and then the brush moves slowly, and for what I tested is very little or to none parallax. So it does have parallax in certain situations, but you know, sometimes they come from the drawing program or the capacity of your computer too. So in an ideal environment, this tablet has no parallax. Sometimes due to different circumstances it might have some, but it's not a huge deal. It's almost never, so it's pretty good. And the pen supports tilt and in most of the drawing programs, Photoshop, Krita, Painter, GIMP. And it has 8192 levels of pressure sensitivity, which is a lot basically. A special thing about this tablet is that it comes with 8 express keys and the red wheel. Both of these are designed to help you enhance your workflow and work faster. For me, I found especially the red wheel is very useful. The buttons are useful too. I use a couple of them, but I never use all of them. However, the red wheel, you can configure it for different things, but I have it for zoom in and out and is really comfortable. And then if you're a shortcut kind of person, having them on the tablet does help too. So now let's talk a bit about the positives and negatives about this tablet, and I'm going to talk about this edition especially, and the tablet itself. So for example, I find one big pro is this gift edition is only like $20, I believe. Don't hold me on to that, but I believe it's something around $20, more expensive than the usual. And I find the goodies and the Christmas edition are worth it, especially if this is a gift. I mean, if you're buying it for yourself, you probably can evaluate if you feel like goodies are worth it for you. But if this is a gift, I will say go for the Christmas edition because it does look better as a gift, and the goodies are always a pro when you're giving it to someone. About the goodies, I personally loved all of them. The poster is a nice touch, and it does really look great on a wall. And then again, as I said before, I found stickers very useful. Another pro is that the colors on the display look really crisp and vivid. I already told you before, but I think this is a very big important thing in a tablet. Coming back to the normal edition, as I said, already comes with a stand and a drawing glove and such, and I find that these are really cool things to have as an extra goodie, because if not, you'll probably have to buy it aside of it, so it is saving you some money. And the stand, even if it's a basic stand, it is really useful to have something like that already at hand when you receive it, and then if you want to upgrade to something better, then you can. About the installation of the drivers and everything, I feel it's really intuitive. Setting up the shortcuts and such is not complicated either. Another cool thing that I found, and they come both in the Artist 13.3 and the Artist 12 Pro, is that the cable comes with 2 ways to plug it. One is to plug it in the wall with one USB and one HDMI cable, like the normal way to plug any tablet. And then the other way is with 2 USBs and skipping the plug wall. So this is useful if you're, sitting in a bed with your laptop, or if you just don't have any more wall plugs available at the moment. One of the last positives I want to mention is that the screen does feel really nice. The pen, both the shape and the size do feel very nice too. And there's a thing I want to mention as not negatives or positives, but just as a middle point. So for example, as I said, the stand is good to have as a freebie, which is really cool. It's an extra goodie, but I don't think it's a stand for a long-term use. I mean, if you're gonna use this tablet for a long time, you probably will want a bigger angle to draw, so you'll probably want to update to something more. For me, as this is not my main tablet, I will use the stand because it's enough for me, but what I found that you can do too is just put a couple of books in the back, and that hides up the angle of the stand, and it keeps being a very reliable stand because of the shape it has. So I will say that if for the long term, you'll probably want to get its own stand for the tablet. And now about the size again, I feel like this is a middle point. I feel that if you're starting out, if you haven't done digital before, this is a good size to start out. Even more experienced artists could work with this size because it is a good size, but if you're already an experienced artist, maybe this size is a bit on the small side for you. You have seen me use it and everything, so you can evaluate for yourself, but I just thought I'll mention it. If you're starting out, I feel like this size is perfect because you don't invest that much. When you go for bigger sizes, you have to make a bigger investment, and if you're starting out, this size still works perfectly. Then one of the negatives I found, even after using the Artist 12 Pro for a bit, because it is about the pen, so it applies to both tablets again, is that I can't get used to have the eraser on the side button. This pen has the eraser on one of the buttons on the side, and the pens I use normally have the eraser on the back of the pen. So I keep flipping it, I keep forgetting, and it is really uncomfortable every time I use it because I forget about it. So I know this is a nonsense, it's something personal, but I wanted to mention it because if I would change something about this pen, even though it's really comfortable, it will be to put the eraser on the back. I don't know why, but just seems more intuitive when you're drawing. Another one I want to mention still is a bit of a personal thing, but I find myself when I work for long periods of time with this tablet clutching the pen and having like to press weirdly on the screen. And I think this might be related to the pen, or I don't know, I'm not sure, because when I tested the Deco Mini 7 also by XP Pen, they had a very similar pen, but the nib of the pen was slightly different and I found it much more comfortable. I don't know why. You kind of end up clutching the pen a bit more, and I do tend to clutch pens sometimes, but I feel like for some brushes you have like to press it more to get the right amount of opacity and everything, and I've adjusted the brush settings, so I've tried different ones, so it's not fully about that. I think it's something to do with the nib of the pen, and as I said, the pen is very comfortable to grab and to hold, and the size is good and the weight is good, but there's that. Maybe I just haven't found the sweet spot in the settings and there's some way to fix it. So if you know something about that and you have tried one of these artist tablets before, let me know, because maybe there's something I can do to fix it. So that was all. My conclusion is really that I will recommend this tablet for anyone starting. I consider these tablets more for the starting or people that don't want to spend a huge budget on a tablet, because even though they're really good for their price, I still feel like they're more for beginner artists than for professionals. You can still create a lot of professional work in here. I mean, it just depends on your skills more than anything, but you know, if you want a good tablet without making a huge investment, this tablet is for you. It's definitely worth it. After 1 year, my Artist 12 Pro is still in perfect condition. It works perfectly. It doesn't have even a scratch. I will say these tablets hold their own. And then, as I said, as a Christmas gift, this edition is just lovely, so I will definitely recommend it. Just if you're curious, as I said, I've reviewed the Deco Mini 7 and the Artist 12 Pro already by XP Pen, so if you're looking in different alternatives, I'll link you to these reviews down below, and I'll link you to the reviews on the blog as well in case you'd rather read them or save them for later. So that was all for today. I hope you enjoyed the unboxing of this tablet. So yeah, I will see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!